So yesterday, this happened. Here we go. No, oh my god, that is, I'm bleeding out here. And that has left John with a deep laceration to his neck. And now it is just a matter of time. It's just a waiting game to see if John will make a full recovery, or if this is the beginning of the end, if he's just about to embark on a slow death. So John needs to relax. John needs to rest and recuperate. He's going to be chilling out at base. He's got plans to do some foraging, some fishing, some trapping, and maybe start to enjoy his brand new garage. We got a lot of tools. We got a lot of education in mechanics to work on. We can get to know Terry a little bit better here. He's looking after the garage. So let's do it. Let's do some foraging. Let's do some fishing. And let's see how John does, if he recovers from that deep laceration. Fingers crossed. Okay, so John has spent a quiet afternoon, a quiet day back at base. He's done some fishing. He's caught 3 or 4 more fish. He's got a freezer full of fish. Let's hope he survives. Let's hope he lives to enjoy all of that. And he's just been spending most of the afternoon doing some foraging. We found all sorts. We found worms, millipedes, a leek, another worm. And we're very, very close to level 4 foraging now. So really, really learning how to live off the land. John is not displaying any sort of symptoms, no sicknesses come, but he's really taking it easy. He's really looking after himself, eating lots of food, getting lots of rest, make sure he changes his bandage regularly. But it's a waiting game. We've got 2 or 3 days. What is that? Wild garlic. 2 or 3 days. Ooh, and there's level 4 foraging, but we've got 2 or 3 days before we know for sure if John is going to live, if John is going to continue to survive in the zombie apocalypse. But for now, he's going to get back to base. He's going to continue his foraging education, and hopefully he's going to live to see another day. Okay, John has decided to spend the rest of the day fishing, and that was the reason why. That is another skill leveled up. Fishing level 4. We got some. Look at that. Look at the size of that fish. We got a lot of food now. But it is almost time for John's bed. He's going to read foraging, and tomorrow, if he makes it through the night, we're going to start disassembling all of these vehicles. Okay, July 14th. John has made it through the night. It has now been 36 hours, very roughly, since John saw the almost died, saw the end of his life flash before his eyes. So he's starting to hope now, starting to really hope against hope, maybe, that he will be alright. He will make a full recovery. He still wants to rest and recuperate at home. He wants to make sure he's fully recovered before he goes out, but he's hoping that he will recover, so he will be looking for revenge. He will be looking for revenge, but for now, it's time to make some breakfast, and it is time to do some mechanic work. Okay, so John has spent the whole day just peacefully, quietly tinkering with all his vehicles, learning how things are taken apart and go back together again. And that is level 3 mechanics. Now, if it wasn't the fact that John still didn't know at this point whether he was going to live or die, he'd actually be feeling really quite content now. He spent a couple of days chilling at base, still no symptoms of impending doom, the beginning of the end, but it's still too early to be sure. It has been 48 hours, and it's a good 2 or 3 days before John would know either way if he's going to live to see the winter and the summer and another year, another day. But for now, he's going to read the foraging book, continue to take care of himself, change the bandage regularly, eat, cook, really look after himself. There's his skills. He's come such a long way. It can't possibly end now, surely. Okay, it's another day. It's another day. This is the third day of rest and recovery since John got that bite. Well, got that scratch, that deep laceration on his neck. I keep saying bite because I was just so worried. I was convinced that's exactly what it's going to prove to be, but no. And John is starting to believe. John is starting to really, really hope that he has been one very, very lucky boy. But for now, he's going to finish reading all about foraging. He's going to make himself some sort of massive breakfast. And then he's going to do a little bit of tailoring. He's still not entirely ready to believe that he's recovered, that he's going to continue to thrive and survive. Okay, so John is just making himself a rabbit and vegetable roast. And he just thought he'd check his bandage. It hasn't been bleeding for 24 hours. Hasn't needed changing. So he just thought he'd take it off. And do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? He's done it. He survived. We are in the clear. The sense of relief is absolutely immense for John. That is the closest he's come so far at dying, at being just another one of them, another one of the undead. So he's going to wait for this rabbit and vegetable roast to finish cooking. That's going to be his breakfast. He's going to make another one to take with him. But then it's time for revenge. It is time to return to the scene of the crime. And it is time to clear house. Okay, so here we are. John has returned to the scene of the crime. He has 210 shotgun shells and a fierce determination to just kill as many zombies as possible. Now, when he was here before, he didn't want to use the shotgun because he did not want to cause too much attention. He didn't want to bring out too many zombies. But this time, he's going for the complete opposite. He wants to take the fight to the zombies. He wants to just slaughter as many zombies as possible. It is time for revenge. Okay, so John has fired off a few shots now. And as you can see, that is bringing the zombies in. So he's got an extra box of shells. Now this could go south quickly if John is not careful, especially if he misses a zombie from point blank range. There is a lot of obstacles around. There are a lot of big buildings around. There are a lot of places where John could get surrounded. So he really needs to be careful. But for now, let's get shooting. That is what I'm talking about, making the zombies jump. They even managed to shoot one of the zombies inside the building there. Now I've got a feeling we're going to be going through these shotgun shells very quick. And I'm not sure if this is the right direction. Yeah, that's not the right direction to go. I do want to try and round up the zombies as much as possible, make every shot count. I hope John has not bitten off more than he can chew. But he's got a massive thirst for revenge. And he's pretty good with the shotgun. Okay, so John has fallen back a little ways. John has now crossed over 6,000 zombie kills. And it's going to be interesting to see what that number looks like at the end of today, assuming that John survives. Okay, so John is going to try and retrace his steps because we're just getting more and more pushed back, just going into different new areas. We're just attracting more and more zombies. And yeah, John doesn't have an infinite amount of ammo. We've already gone through about 40 shells. So let's try and double back. It is a little bit risky because we could get overwhelmed, we could get surrounded. But let's see how we do. Okay, so John once again returns to the convenience, and there are kind of zombies spread around everywhere, so John really needs to be careful. We've got a moment to thin out the herd. Gonna have to really keep a close eye right behind him. There's gonna be zombies flooding in the area from every direction again now. Okay, so rather interestingly, John has just gained another couple of positive traits, and one of them is fear of blood. He now has no fear of blood. Now that makes a lot of sense because he spends a large portion of his time absolutely covered in the stuff. But that is really good because John also, as a result of being covered in blood, has fear of blood, so he spends an awful lot of his time being a nervous wreck and terrified. But that is another negative mood gone, which will make things a lot easier for John. Okay, so it's a little bit dicey, but John wants to try. We've got to get John into this. We've got to try and keep him to this area. Otherwise, he's going to run out of ammo. The ambulance is going to be surrounded, and it's all going to go to shit. But hopefully, we've taken out most of the zombies. Let's just get them lined up a little bit better. And yeah, we can turn our attention to that hip vid store. Okay, so John has doubled back, and this is all of the zombies that there are around. Of course, there's always another one, but maybe it wasn't so bad after all. 130 odd rounds, shells, and we cannot see any zombies coming into the area, but the floor once again is absolutely covered, absolutely paved with dead zombies and blood. John has made his mark. I would say John has got his revenge, but I don't know, is his revenge fully sated? Is that thirst gone? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so John's just gone a little way north, and this is kind of... Ooh, is this a police department? Is this? It is a police department, but this kind of accounts somewhat a little bit for the sort of lack of zombies, if you like. John was expecting there to be more. We've got this high fence, they're all stuck there. I mean, why not? Let's just clear house. Now, does John want to go into another police department? Is he going to get distracted yet again? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, so John is slowly walking around the perimeter of the police department, and this looks like the high fence goes all the way around, so they might not be able to path find. We're in a new area, so we're going to be attracting a lot more zombies, but that is good because that means there's a lot more zombies for John to kill. Okay, so we're going to try and get around the front of the police department. Now, clearly, again, you can see the barriers, the high fences. Clearly, there was another last stand here. Clearly, there was another unsuccessful attempt to keep away the hordes. But all they needed was John with his shotgun, and everything would have been okay. Okay, well, I think that would know. There's always another zombie. Now this guy's got a shotgun, and it's another M500. Not impressed. Okay, let's just take care of this one with the axe. Now I think John is actually gonna leave the police department for another day. Assuming he survives this one and doesn't make any more bad decisions. It's going to be a tough nut to crack. It's a big building. There's going to be a lot of zombies, a lot of barricades, a lot of work. But we've made some good progress already in clearing the nearby area. So I think John's going to fall back, hit up the vid store, and let's see if there's any other juicy loot locations for him to check out as well. Okay, so we're back at the corner of the police department. Now, it kind of feels like cheating, but it will just make things so much easier for when John comes back. It's just rude not to. So this is actually working quite well. Firing off the shotgun here is drawing them out the building, but they can't path find because of the high fence. It's just beyond their intelligence. Oh, there's actually quite a lot in there. There's still quite a lot in there. You can see just through the window there. They're not really coming out the window for some reason. So I guess that tactic didn't work quite as well. So I don't want to... I think I'll hold fire on the shotgun after all. It's just going to be a waste of shells. Okay, let's get back to the Hitvid store. Let's hope we can find some videos that John hasn't watched yet. It'll give a massive boost to his skill progression. Okay, so John is in loot mode. He's put away the shotgun. He's going to stick with the hand axe. And we got a bag in the offhand. He wants a bit of everything. He wants food. Does he want to bother with clothes? I don't think so. Now, this is where John almost killed. This is the scene of the crime. It was a trap. It was a trap the whole time. Trouble is, you can't unlock those doors from the other side. So John got spooked. Made a bad decision. He almost paid for it, but he got away with it. He got away with it this time. Let's get into the video store. Okay, so as usual, John has got distracted just around the corner, around the block. There's something that looks like a food store, but this is a new area, so there's going to be a welcoming party, shall we say. So we got to go with the baseball bat. You know what? It really doesn't complete the effect, does it? Let's get some nails in there. Let's increase the damage, and let's go all Negan on us. That is an interesting place. I'm not really sure if we're going to find much in the way of food there, but there's only one way to find out. Okay, so as usual, we got some welcoming committee there. Now we've got another door. That's a security door. This makes things really tricky because you can't get out through the door. Right, well, let's go in this way and surprise them. Connor's getting flashbacks from when he went inside that other store through the window and couldn't get back out and panicked. Now we're going to find anything. Ooh. That is a nice little reward. It'll keep John going for about 5 minutes. We're going to find anything else. I was expecting a big group of zombies to come piling through then. A load of cake, but it's all rotten. It's all rotten. Look at this. A rare treat indeed. Some chocolate and some rock candy. Awesome. Okay, so we found the back storage area, but absolutely nothing here. I'm hearing a lot of zombies chowing down. I'm going to leave. I don't want to tempt fate. John has got away with a big mistake. Actually, wait, is this another? Okay, let's just check out here. Let's double back. John needs to stop getting distracted. Let's go to the Hitvid store. Time is running out. It's almost going to be dark soon. Okay, so here we are. Here's the Hitvids. Come on. John, do not do that to me. That goes up to some apartments, I think. So this is going to be tricky. This is another enclosed space with only one entrance exit. John is He's very nervous at the prospect. But I think we're good. Let's go in. Let's get this over with. Okay, so John's just thinking of all those long, lonely nights spent back at his base. He may be safe, but, I mean, he's going to be pretty bored. So he's going to take everything. We're going to take every single video. And there's another zombie. Of course there's another zombie. It's just one, I think. And he's knocking on the window. So let's not panic this time. Let's pick this place clean. And let's get out of here. Okay, the zombie's in. I'm getting really nervous right now, but I'm not seeing any of the zombies come. But the noise, survival instinct, that is very, very appropriate. The noise from the fighting might draw zombies down those apartment stairs. We're okay. We're good. John can breathe easy. But I think that is enough adventure for one day. John survived. He lives. He is fully recovered. As long as he's got a scarf, everything will be just fine, right? Let's hope he doesn't make any more bad decisions. John has come so far. It would be so awful. It's so sad if it all ended at this late stage. Where did these guys come from? Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope that you are as pleased as John is that he has survived. He just continues on. Let me know down in the comments what your suggestions are for renaming this town. It is no longer Raven Creek. It's John's town. He owns this place. Today he definitely owned the zombies. Peace.